since today we have a constraint of time, so we'll be conducting this training on basics of fact checking. I will help you understand what exactly is fact checking. Now, why social media is more prone to misinformation and disinformation in comparison to conventional media. We need to fact check every content that comes to us through social media platforms. क्या क्या impact AI generated content कर सकती है? Let me show you. Video verification is also important because it can be smartly edited solely to suit a different narrative, particular narrative, to spread misinformation and disinformation.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. I'm excited to have this opportunity to speak with Joydeep Gupta, a seasoned multimedia journalist and editor at New Sense. Joydeep has a vast experience of more than 2 decades in journalism with a strong focus on fact checking. He's also contributed significantly to the field through his work and with various organizations. And Joydeep has also been a trainer with Google News Initiative, and his expertise in identifying and addressing misinformation is really remarkable. So, Joydeep's insights will be invaluable as we discuss best practices in combating misinformation. So, really look forward to learning from Joydeep about effective strategies for fact checking in today's digital landscape and how we can all contribute to a more informed society. Joydeep, over to you.
Thank you so much, Adia, for this opportunity, and thank you everyone for your time. So today we will go through this very important and significant, I can say, topic, fact checking, since we all are working journalists and we need to verify things. So since today we have a constraint of time, so we'll be conducting this training on basics of fact checking. I will help you understand what exactly is fact checking, then how to verify, since we need to verify the contents that we receive through various social media platforms. So first and foremost thing is to verify the information, whether it be in the form of a written content, text, video, or images. These are the prominent or particular format through which we receive uh, in our from various sources. So I will help you understand how to verify this kind of information when we receive any kind of information, that is how to verify a image, how to verify a video, and how to verify a written text. So let me share my slide. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So understanding fake news, tools and techniques for verification. So first of all, since we all deal with information, we have to understand what exactly is information, right? So information is power. We all know access to information or reliable information is the lifeblood of a just society and a robust democracy. हम बोलते हैं कि इंफॉर्मेशन इज पावर। जब भी हमारे पास कोई इंफॉर्मेशन आता है, छोटे से छोटे इंफॉर्मेशन, आई एम यूजिंग बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस। इज इट ओके आलिया, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश?
Yeah. I think it should be fine with everyone. I don't, but we have, I think, one or two members. I don't know whether they would be able to understand Hindi or
my
Urdu.
my slides are in English.
Yeah, that's fine. Please
हाँ,
go ahead.
तो
Yeah,
आई विल दोनों मिला के बोलूंगा, हिंदी इंग्लिश इंग्लिश। So basically, for any kind of information, we look for we for any kind of important decisions. Say, for example, buying a medicine from a local shop, we need to Google कि कहाँ आसपास is there any medical shop nearby. So whenever we have information, it helps us in taking in empowered or informed decisions in our life, for our personal as well as professionals. So information is power. So how to go ahead with this information is very important. We all know without information, people can neither understand nor effectively respond to the events that shape their lives in the world. Whatever is happening, say for example, any incident that is happening around us, we need to know so that we can take our next step in our life, whether it be personal, professional, कुछ भी information बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है कभी भी कोई भी important decisions लेने के लिए. So what are the sources of information? Uh, Let me ask you, what are your sources of information? Any one of you, if you can say from where you gather your information. Anyone?
From newspapers, television, social media,
Yes,
um,
yes, these are
yeah,
some examples.
online websites.
Hmm. Anyone else?
People are responding through chats. Joydeep, if you can access our chat box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. News agencies, Twitter means social media, then government data, right? These are the sources of information. I have already mentioned newspaper, TV, radio, websites. From social media as well, we collect information, we gather information, and messaging apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, then we have Snapchats, then we have family and friends groups from where we also receive information time to time. So these are some of the sources of information. So let us try to understand. Basically, we all are journalists. We all are communicator here. So we know news cannot be fake. News means information. News means right information, and we all are accountable for when we deal with news. It is our responsibility to provide the right kind of information uh, from the available resources what we receive, and once we are convinced that this information is right, only then present or publish or disseminate that information as right information. But when we talk about information or news as fake news is understood either as misinformation or disinformation. Now, misinformation means the information that is false, but the person who is disseminating the information believes it is true. Most of us come under this category. We keep on sharing information that comes on our WhatsApp, on our social media platforms. When we share them randomly without verifying, then it comes under misinformation. On the other hand, disinformation is information that is false, and the person who is disseminating knows that it is false. When he does it intentionally, when someone intentionally share any kind of information, it is called disinformation. So one is without intention, misinformation is without intention. Say for example, we are sharing a meme or parody content just for one fun, basically comes under misinformation. But anyway, when we are sharing any kind of this kind of information, then we are also the carrier of misinformation and disinformation. So the basic difference between misinformation and disinformation is misinformation when someone shares information, wrong information, without an intention. It is called misinformation. On the other hand, disinformation is information that is false, and the person knowingly or intentionally shares those kind wrong information is called disinformation. We often see that political leaders, some particular lobbyists come under this category called disinformation. During election, we come across various kind of contents when they intentionally create and share this kind of information is called disinformation. Information, social media anyway comes uh, as a vehicle or carrier of misinformation. Now, why social media is more prone to misinformation? and disinformation in comparison to conventional media. So we all know in any news organization, we publish any kind of information. Once we check, we confirm the news, only then we publish the information. But on social media platforms, there is no gatekeeping. Everyone who is having a profile, who is having a account, social media account, is a publisher or is a editor. So there is no gatekeeping in social media post. In news organizations, editors are in charge of any kind of information. But in social media platform, algorithm is in charge. When something goes trending, it becomes any kind of content with certain hashtag or certain aligned with that relevant topic, it goes viral, no doubt, in social media. In news organization, legitimate sources are being quoted. We take sites, we take quotes or bites or interviews of both side of the story before publishing any kind of news. But in social media platforms, no sources are being quoted. So this is the basic difference between social media platforms and news. Therefore, consumption of information from social profiles are sometimes very vulnerable and very harmful when we are dealing with information. So, whenever we come across any kind of information, as a journalist, we all know that we follow certain this kind of rules. We check with the authorities. Once we get confirmation from the authorities, official version of the authorities, only then we publish those stories. So this is a very important practice. So don't believe any content that comes to you from social media, through social media platforms. So whenever you come across any kind of information, so do certain fact checking. So let me show you this information dialogue in basically why social media is more prone to misinformation and disinformation. Say for example, there is an estimated 500 crores of estimated search in Google every day. 5 crore people use Instagram stories every day. 4 lakh 56,000 tweets are being posted on Twitter, X every minute. Now 100 crores of hours of videos are watched on YouTube every day. 10,000 crore messages are being sent through WhatsApp every day. 300 crore active users of Facebook daily in
We
2020.
need to see that screen. We are not seeing that screen. You haven't changed your screen. We are still at why is social media. Okay, got it.
No?
Yeah, it's fine now.
So this is the information daily. So today we have access to more information that at any point of time in human history. मानव जाति के इतिहास में ऐसा बताया जा रहा है कि we are living in the information age. Now, some years before or some months before, we used to say content is king. Now, basically, content is pollution. So we can say that so much of information are created and disseminated across social media platforms. So आप सोच समझ सकते हैं कि इतने सारे इंफॉर्मेशन आप जब भी सोशल मीडिया एक्सेस करते हो, आप जब भी इंटरनेट पे होते हो, तो आपको पता है कि आपको कितने सारे इंफॉर्मेशंस मिल रहे हैं. यू आर बोम्बार्डेड विद वेरियस काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. और टेलीविजन चैनल और न्यूज़पेपर अगर बात करें तो एक ही हेडलाइन बट डिफरेंट नैरेटिव्स. तो इट इज अ स्टेट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन समवेयर और अदर. तो कहीं ना कहीं फैक्ट चेकिंग बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, नॉट जस्ट फॉर वी जर्नलिस्ट बट ऑल्सो फॉर any kind of people, any people, for everyone who is using smartphone or who is using information through social media platforms. So फैक्ट चेकिंग सिर्फ जर्नलिस्टों के लिए नहीं है, जर्नलिस्ट के लिए जरूरी है क्योंकि हमको डे टू डे इंफॉर्मेशन से डील करना होता है और हम लोग अकाउंटेबल है टुवर्ड्स आवर व्यूअर्स, टू आवर रीडर्स. सो हमको फैक्ट चेकिंग करना जरूरी है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, एवरी लेमन, एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग मस्ट know basics of fact checking. It is also regarded as the 21st century skill जो every human being must know about basics of fact checking. Now we have already entered, we are no more in the digital age. we have already entered AI age. So अभी तो और ज़्यादा volumes, और ज़्यादा content creations, और ज़्यादा formats of contents are reaching us in various formats. So it has become very difficult for identifying right kind of information, basically find out whether this content is right or wrong. Say for example, let me show you some videos and images, since we are dealing with deepfakes these days. So we all know this definition. Basically, deepfake are images, videos, or audios which are edited or generated using artificial intelligence tools, AI tools, which may depict real or non-existent people. हम लोगों ने अभी रिसेंट पास्ट में बहुत सारे कंटेंट्स इस तरह के देखे जो जो आपको लगेगा ही नहीं कि ये गलत है करके. यू विल naturally believe this kind of content, but we need to fact check every content that comes to us through social media platforms. So क्या क्या इम्पैक्ट एआई जनरेटेड कंटेंट कर सकती है, लेट मी शो यू. टेल मी वेदर दिस इमेज इज राइट और रॉन्ग. एनीवन?
So the two images are the same or not?
No, I am asking whether the image are right or wrong, whether it is a fake image or real
Just
image.
realize that the strawberry will get kharab food.
It seems a fake image because of the carpet and all the other
Yes.
both of the pictures, because you can see.
The carpets are different. That's what I asked you. Is both of them, one of them is right and the other one is wrong,
Hmm.
or what?
This is the fake image, AI generated image. So आप देखोगे कि कभी भी कोई पॉलिटिकल डिस्टरबेंस और इलेक्शंस इस तरह का होगा तो किसी भी पॉलिटिकल लीडर का कुछ मीम आएगा, कुछ वीडियोस आएंगे, कुछ कंटेंट्स आएंगे, कीपिंग इन माइंड द रिलेवेंट इश्यूज. ये बहुत ज्यादा वायरल हुआ था जब यूक्रेन रशिया वार चल रहा था. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ इमेजेस आर बीइंग क्रिएटेड. व्हाट अबाउट दिस? ये बहुत ज्यादा वायरल हुआ था. वी ऑल्सो हैव कम अक्रॉस दिस images. This one is also created AI generated image. Now let me share one Indian example. ये हम लोगों ने बहुत लोगों ने देखा है. रेसलर्स प्रोटेस्ट हुए थे दिल्ली में 2023 में, and this image was made viral. Is it right? This is the original image, and this has been created. Similarly, we come across such images. There is a claim that nature really magically send a message to entire planet, kind of. इमोशनली बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं इमोशनली ड्रिवन. जो भी कंटेंट आते हैं दे गॉट गेट इमोशनली ड्रिवन बाय द कंटेंट, एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट्स created some kind of different narratives. This is also an image, AI generated image. This one is also an image, AI generated image. So whenever we come across, since technology is upgrading every new day, we need to be alert since we deal with information. So we have to keep all this in mind. डीफेक को अगर ठीक से वेरीफाई करना है, दिस आर सम ऑफ द कॉमन प्रैक्टिसेस whenever we come across any kind of image और वीडियो। ये सारी चीजें हमको दिमाग में रखना पड़ेगा। स्किन कलर मिसमैच, देन फ्लिकर इफेक्ट रहेगा बिटवीन ओरिजिनल इमेज एंड डेफेक्ट फेसेस, देन फेस ऑक्लूशन, प्रोफाइल बॉर्डर्स बॉर्डर्स चेहरे के आसपास ब्लरी बॉर्डर्स आएंगे, देन विजिबल एजेस, रॉन्ग पर्सपेक्टिव, ब्लर्ड फेस, मिसमैच्ड एक्सप्रेशन। आपको दिखेगा हंस रहा है, लेकिन चेहरे में लिप्स देयर इज ए स्माइल, बट other all else all other parts are intact. This kind of this are some of the uh, methods through which you can identify whether this image is right or wrong.
Now, if we could go back to that, those wrestlers, is there a mismatch of expression we would now see maybe?
Yes, this
The
is
first two have been changed, the rest are as they are.
mhm. These two faces are prominent, so this has been created using some uh, there is an app which can move your body parts like differently। तो स्माइल वो फोटोशॉप पे भी हम लोग जाके कर सकते हैं, तो स्ट्रेच करके डिफरेंटली।
But in this, even in the edited photo, they have changed the eyes also. So how do we know that? How do we figure out that it's fake?
No, this one is not an AI generated image. It is an original image which has been edited. You have to
Okay.
understand the basic difference between some images. Say, for example, this one is AI generated image. This one is the AI generated image. Glossy, clear pictures. These are AI generated image. But this is an edited image.
So is there any way of just knowing by looking at it to figure out just by looking at it if it's fake?
Yes, obviously, Dekhi, we as a journalist, whenever we have certain kind of content, it creates some curiosity. Ki after being arrested, how they can take a selfie, whether they are in position of a mobile phone and they are taking selfie or smiling, they are not going for a picnic party or any kind of, they are already being arrested। So इस तरह का होगा, मतलब this curiosity, when there is a curiosity, you will start fact checking mechanism। And for this case also you need to do uh, you will have to use the photo verification tools like
Right.
reverse image search, which I will show you in the coming slides। So these are some of the learnings। So whenever we come across uh, whenever we come across certain contents, we have to step back, देखना चाहिए ठीक से, and then start your verification process। Now let me show you certain tools and techniques to verify contents, because contents comes to us in this primary three formats: images, videos, and text। So let us do a small exercise। Can anyone spot the mistake? Anyone?
The is mentioned twice. The.
Yes. Anyone else?
M is given in capitals.
Sorry?
Mistake, M is given in capitals and there's no question mark.
Okay, right. Anyone else?
Five, six is underlined. Why?
Hmm.
There's a bigger gap between 9 and 10?
Anyone else? So much of answers. Good.
That's repeated twice.
Yes. This is actually the mistake. It's two times the. But when I asked you the question, we have a tendency of looking at things below. Since it is a question mark, since it is a question, so we are trying to search the mistake in the area which where we have shown the answer basically. So जब भी आप न्यूज़ के साथ डील करते हो तो you have to look at all the possibilities, all the possible angles, whether there is a question mark, whether you have to search for information from all the perspective. This is the idea behind this. So whenever we deal with information that are written in nature, say for example written content, we need to follow these methods. These are some of the tools and techniques. First is real check. Observe the information and try to find out whether this information is right or wrong. Then we always follow 5 Ws and 1 H principle: what, where, when, who, why, and then how. And other important tools like for uh, content verification, it is text search. For image verification, it is reverse image search. And for video verification, there is a common tool called InVid. This all the tools are free tools which are already available on internet and need not require any kind of technical expertise. I will show you how to use these tools. Let me start with real check. Now, what is real check? Whenever you receive any kind of information from social media platform and it seems doubtful, always ask yourself, you start verification from you yourself. Then ask yourself whether this information is real. Then look for the source from look for the evidence. What is the exactly who is the source and what is the source of the information? We all know that the credibility of the information depends upon the credibility of the source. If the source is right, correct, then information is believed to be the right information. Then ask around, use your own knowledge, add it all up, whatever you know, whatever knowledge is available with you about the particular incident, particular issue, and look around. Look around means look for other sources, whether any prominent media organization or a verified news organization is carrying the same information or not. So this is called real check methods. Now मैंने एक बोलूंगा कि randomly आप किसी भी मीडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को प्रोमिनेंट मीडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को बिलीव करें क्योंकि we have seen in recent past that most of the leading news media organizations are also disseminating wrong information. So it is always when we are looking around for information from any mainstream media or verified media organizations, then look for at least 3 to 4 media organizations. एक या दो गलत कर सकता है, तीन एक ही इंफॉर्मेशन को लेके गलत खबर नहीं चलाएगा. So always try to see 3 prominent media organizations whether they are carrying this story or not. If they are carrying a story, then believe that it is right. Also, we have various fact-checking platforms already available on internet. India Today has a fact-checking group. Then Indian Express has a fact-checking group. Times of India has also started fact-checking and research group. So we can believe these organizations since they are traditional and conventional media organizations. So let me ask you whether this information, whenever you come across such text messages on your WhatsApp, whether you will believe this information. You have to
No,
basically,
no.
yes, yes.
No, will not believe.
No.
So these are some of the questions which you need to ask. Whenever you receive any kind of information, always observe the element of the information. Now, in this information, are you able to find the source? No, there is a mobile number only, and you don't know the person, or it is not a verified number from any particular organization or any particular person. Are you able to verify the information? No, I am not able to verify the information since it has come in the form of a WhatsApp. We need to check with the bank whether this information is right or wrong. Then does it invoke fear or panic? Yes, it invokes fear and panic. And in fear only, we take important decisions whenever someone send us such kind similar messages. We believe that this information must be right, and we have to give the information as soon as possible. So never do that, and always ask this questions basically. Do you know the sender? No, I am not able to identify the sender. Is it fake or real? It is obviously a fake information. So this is it. There is another method to verify written content. Say, for example, whenever you receive any kind of information message from any sources, whenever you receive any kind of information, first and foremost thing is not to take any hurried decisions. We have this tendency of breaking news कि पहला information हमारे पास आया तो हम इसको पहले share करेंगे so that we can be the first, we can break the story. So it is always आपको जल्दी break करने से अच्छा है कि आप late करें but right information के साथ information लोगों को दें. It is called accountability, and we as a journalist must be accountable. So first and foremost, this is some another method through which you can verify written information. Whenever you receive any kind of information from any source, pause, prism method, we call it prism method, pause. Then I should not be hasty. I will check the thing first. Whatever knowledge or whatever information I can gather about that particular information, I will gather and try to do my kind of verification. Then reflect. Ask yourself whether this kind of messages are being sent to us to mislead us. Is such kind of WhatsApp messages or any kind of social media messages are emotionally driven, emotionally manipulated? Is it inciting any kind of emotional emotions within us? Reflect on this and then investigate. Is the content legitimate? Where does it come from? And we need to fact check this. Means we have to find out the source. If we able to trace whether we are able to find out the original from where the information has originated, we need to find out that and then share. Whenever we are sharing any kind of information that we receive on social media, and we are sharing those information in social media platform or WhatsApp, always share with your own findings, whatever you know, whatever you have verified, and what you don't know. Also, as a journalist, we must let our viewers and readers know that what we exactly know and what we do not know about the information. And keep monitoring. I will keep my eyes on the news, trust built over time. We know news get develops over time. So with time also some kind of clarity can come to us. So better we late, do stories and keep on updating your readers and your viewers. These are real checks for methods. Real, ask yourself whether the information is real or not. Then evidence, look for the source, publication, website address, date and time is very important since we often see that wrong and old informations, old article are being shared with the new narrative. So we need to look for date and time, then website, then go to the web page, home page of the link and try to find out whether this is a news organization, whether this is a verified news organization or not. Text names 5 Ws and 1 H. Does it add up with what we all know and we can find out and look around, check with other verified sources, whether check with other verified sources means at least 3 to 4 verified news organizations before carrying the story. For verifying any content, written content, first and foremost thing is whenever we come across any kind of information, say in the form of a WhatsApp video, WhatsApp message or social media, say for example on Facebook, what we can do is we can do a simple text search, whether it be on any search engine, whether it be on Google, Bing or Yahoo. Sometimes you will come across lot more of article around the topic and you will get to know, you will get an idea, basic idea about whether this information is right or wrong. This is the first and foremost thing that we can do. There is a method called Boolean technique. Whenever we come across any kind of video image, we can describe the video or image or the content in at least 3 to 5 letters, 5 words. And if you use quotes before and after, then it will take you to the exact result basically, if it is already available on internet or not. This is the method basically. Whenever we are doing a text search, always follow this method. If you have received any image which is doubtful, if you have received any video which is doubtful, describe the image. Say, for example, I will show you some example here as well. 3 to 5 words and double quote, and it will take you to the focused result. It is called Boolean technique. There is an entire session on Boolean technique, day-long session on Boolean technique. Sitting in your newsroom at your home, you can do a lot more of investigation, data investigation. So by using this method, Boolean method.
Is it what? How do you spell it?
Boolean,
You
B,
can write.
yes,
Okay.
Boolean method. So let us do photo verification. Let us try to understand. Now we have understood how to verify any kind of content that comes to us in the form of text. Now how to verify photos basically. For photo verification, there is a beautiful tool we already have, Google Lens. And apart from this, if you're searching on internet, reverse image search, I will also suggest you some 4 or 5 other reverse image search tools. First and foremost is Google, since we have all the contents that are being created. Say, for example, mis for feeding the contents on misinformation and disinformation are collected and created searching on the Google. So whenever you do a search, reverse image search on Google using the photo, it will take you to the exact result. Now, what photo reverse image search uh, helps us in doing when we practice reverse image search is help us in identifying and locating whether exactly the image is, if it is available on internet, then it will take you to the exact location where the image has been taken. That way, you will understand whether this image has been manipulated or not. If it is on different context, you will find out the exact at what for what purpose the image and with what information the image has been used. And if it is being used with a new narrative, then you will understand that this image has been manipulated. Now, in most of the cases, we see that the image may be right, but the content with which the image has been shared is wrong. So context is very important. So we can identify whether this image has been used out of context or not. Images are right, but the content with which the image is used is wrong, maybe wrong sometimes. So you can find out whether the image is right or wrong, and from where it has been taken, whether this image has been manipulated or not, and whether this image is genuinely from the source it has claimed to be. You will identify and find out whether this image has been taken from internet or not. Let me show you some example. Now this is the tool. For this you have to, in the search bar, you have to write image.google.com. Here you will see, you will come across this page. You can, if you are using your laptop, your mobile phone, you can do this practice as well. Image.google.com. You will come across this search bar with the image icon in it. Now next what we can do is, if you click that image bar, that camera icon, you have this option of pasting an URL as well as you can upload the image as well, and then you can search the image. Similarly, the way we search any kind of information, for searching any kind of information on internet, what we do is we write down certain text, certain words, and do reverse search, do normal search on Google. But for image search, you have to upload the image. You have to search the image using the same image. Say, for example, this is the image. Now tell me whether this image is right or wrong. What do you think? You must be aware of Greta Thunberg. Tell me whether this image is right. What do you think? This image is uh, manipulated or wrong information or photoshopped information?
This looks photoshopped, I think.
Yes.
Because, yeah, the picture, Greta is seen as if sitting in a train or so, but
Mm.
the outside is doesn't look like that.
Yes. This is how we can find out this. If we upload the image, or simply, if we can simply write Greta Thunberg eating in a train, describing the image, you will come across this original, this kind of image. Or also you can upload the image, writing this Greta Thunberg eating in the train. You will come across various contents. Also, you will come across some fact checking links as well related to this article. This is the original image. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the original image. Now, these are some of the tools which you can use for verifying images, like reverse image search. Then there is a RayY, which is a part of InVid, and then Yandex reverse image search and T9. All these are free tools where you can go and upload the image, write down the write down a description using 3 to 5 letters, no, 5 words, and do a search. Apart from this, we have this Google Lens, which is we have this Google Lens, which we most of us do know. I think you can click the image and then search. You will find out the information uh, about the particular image. Apart from verifying images, you will also find out it has all these features available which you can use for verifying. For most of us, these three tools are basically helpful. Say, for example, if we receive any kind of content in different language, we can translate that language word to word. Google translation is not 100% correct, but you will have an idea what the information is written on the image. Then it will also help you in copying those text to uh, send the information in other formats, and it can help you in searching about uh, particularly about a certain particular picture. Basically, you will get all the information, most of the information about a particular image. Now, these are some of the tips for verifying images. Say, for example, whenever you receive any kind of photo that is doubtful, always begin with real method. Then it ask, does this image appear anywhere else or not? Also try text search, reverse image search to find the context. As we are always, as a journalist, we are always regarded as a curious being, so we will also look for other clues as well. Say, for example, signboards, shop names, posters, car registration number, any kind of landmark to verify the image. Clothing, behavior, people's expression while verifying videos, these are something very useful. Now let us try to understand how we can do video verification using InVid. Why video verification is important? Because it is consumed and believed and trusted very easily. We all know, we all practice. We say seeing is believing, right? So when we see things, when it is a video content, then people tend to believe those information as right. And at the same time, this kind of videos generated using AI tools may sometimes create panic, chaos, can also quickly go viral and cause real harm. Video verification is also important because it can be smartly edited solely to suit a different narrative, particular narrative, to spread misinformation and disinformation. So whenever you come across any video, first and foremost thing what you can do is use text search first without using any kind of particular tool. First and foremost thing that you can do is use text search, describing the video in 3 to 5 letters, and then do a search, and you will come across certain information if it is available on internet. Now this is one significant tool. This is also a free tool to verify videos. Now let me show you what are the features available within InVid. It is a web-based application of advanced video verification tool. It helps you in understanding, providing us with an enhanced metadata viewer of particularly of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter videos. So these are three prominent platforms, social media platforms. So you will get some ideas. Retrieve contextual information such as from where the video has been uploaded, say for example, the location. It can also help you with interesting comments. I'm saying comments because in social media platforms, if you come across any content, look for the comments, following comments, because these are also the places from where you can get clues. There will be someone who will say that this information is wrong, and he or she will give away certain clues. Verify those information, you will come across whether this information is right or wrong. Sometimes it is bit easier for you using contents. Now, InVid also helps you in extracting still images. Say, for example, when you upload the video, you can InVid will help you in extracting the entire video into converting it into 5 to 6 still frames, and these still frames can thereby you can use those still frames for reverse image search using Google, Yandex, Baidu, Ray, T9, those using those images frames. Now this also has InVis also has some significant features like magnifier, image verification assistance like Ray. Then it also has some feature for Twitter verification as from where it has been uploaded, who has uploaded, whether that person is a significant person or not. You can find out. These are some of the tools. These are some of the features, important features of InVid. You can also Invid also only works on Google Chrome, so you have to download Invid and then you have to use it in Google Chrome extension only. Then only it will work. Apart from this, you can also look for whether if you come across any video on your WhatsApp platform, check out whether this video is edited or not. Sometimes half video, not the full videos, are being edited and circulated with a different meaning, with a different context or different narrative. So it is very important to verify whether this video is edited to suit a different narrative or not. Check when the video was originally posted since it might be reused. In most of the cases, old videos keep on resurfacing time to time. So it is very important to check the date and time, upload time from when the video is actually the video has been posted on any social media platform. Check where the original video was posted, as videos can be taken out of context, geographical or cultural context. In most of the cases, old videos, some different videos. Say, for example, I'm sharing one example from Bengal. Recently, there was a communal disturbances in Murshidabad district of West Bengal, and the reason behind the disturbance is basically a video which was actually circulated in Bangladesh and it has been shared in Bengal, citing that it is from Bengal and leading to a different kind of atmosphere, law and order, creating a law and order situation. So in most of the cases, uh, videos are taken out of geographical and cultural context. So we have to be very mindful and we have to be very alert while dealing with images, videos, and texts. So this is all about my session. Before that, let me sum up. Always, whenever you are verifying any information in the form of text, always do this real method, real text, real search. Then check if the sender is a credible source or not. Then ask all these important questions: source, date, motive, 5 Ws and 1H, and start with text search. You don't have to go to advanced Google reverse image search or InVid. Do a simple text search. It will help you in getting the information you are looking for. And if you are not getting those information, then only go for advanced verification methods. Now, these are some of the safety measures. Journalists are often being trolled on social media platforms, so it is very important to keep ourselves safe online as well. When we have our social media presence, we have to keep all these points in mind. Who are you? Like, do not accept friend requests from people who you may not know. Then you don't have to give out personal information like your number, your email ID, where you live, your address, or your workplace. You don't have to disclose most of this information. Never engage with a bully or a person who trolls you. Don't reply such kind of people. Never ever participate in a group trolling against others. If you get responses that are threatening in nature, bring it to the notice of authority, police, or any senior in your office. Make sure you unfollow and unfriend people who are indulge in unacceptable online behavior towards you. So you have this keys with you to unfriend and unfollow such people. You can block that person. Never let your password be so simple like 1 2 3 4 5 and likes. Have a healthy diet both online and offline. And thank you so much. If you have any question, any doubt, please ask me if you have any question. And also, please send me your feedbacks. I'm sharing the link as well. And if you have any question, any doubt, please do ask me.
Thank you so much, Joydeep. Do we have any questions? Then we can quickly take those questions.
So many times, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So many times the government themselves float fake photographs, like showing roads of somewhere and saying that they're making this road or that road or whatever. In that case, that is their role, and that you can find it somewhere, yes. But the question is, why would the government themselves be going, sending out fake photographs or information? And it's not even only done by India, it's done by others also. Do you have
So
a comment on that?
being a journalist, you can verify those information. You can do a story out of it. If this is a wrong information that has been circulated by a government body or a government authority, particular department, and you can counter. So this is what you can do. We always do this kind of investigative stories. Say, for example, various policies, various programs, uh, which are showing good results, good participation. But when we do real check, we come across that the real beneficiaries are not the genuine one, those who actually need it. So this kind of stories comes uh, quite often. So if you come across such videos or images, you can counter those by visiting the place yourself, showing that what exactly is and what the government is circulating. This way, you also can hold the government or the authorities responsible. It is the very significant duty and very significant role of us as a journalist.
Okay, if we do not have further questions, then maybe we can wrap up the call. Thank you so much, Joydeep, for this session on fact checking. Really, your insights and the sharing the methodologies, best practices for ensuring accuracy were really invaluable. And really this approach is vital. Like fact checking approach is really vital for maintaining credibility in journalism. So really appreciate your time and effort that you dedicated for this session. So yeah, let's continue to promote rigorous fact-checking practices in our respective fields. Looking forward to our next session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Subscribe for more content.